Hello, Aquarius. Welcome in, Aquarius, to your reading. This is Lauren, the Mystic. I have just prayed and meditated over your cards and done a card pull for you for the second half of December. So we're doing an energetic check-in, tuning into some wisdom that can help to hopefully support and guide your path for the remainder of the year. Can you believe that we're already to that ending point? And as we approach the end of the year, I always feel that need to go within to really tune in. And so I really prayed and meditated with that intent of what can be the most supportive messages for you at this time. For those of you drawn into this message, this reading, I do typically read for rising sign. However, I welcome you in if you are an Aquarius sun or moon or any big Aquarius placements, because I do believe that there will be a message here for you. And I always recommend listening to all of your major placements to get more of the story, especially if you're going through something right now where you're leaning into guidance. Oftentimes, even through social media, such as YouTube platforms, we can be guided by spirit to the person who has the best message for us. So with all that being said, I welcome you in. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath into the heart space as we get started. Please, Aquarius. And just allow yourself to come into a state of presence here with me as we tune into the archetypal energies that are present here for us. And invite your highest aspect of self to be here, to be present, and to really guide you through your own intuitive knowing. As you hear these messages, allow the energies to apply to your life, to your circumstance in the manner that is fit. This is a general reading, so this may not apply specifically the way that I speak the words out, but know that what we're talking about with each card here is a field of energy, and it can tell us a bit of a story. It can point us in the right direction. So let's get started. We're tuning into the second half of December and to the soul growth process that's underway, what's been culminating through the entirety of 2024, really. And then we've also got some angel tarot messages here for you that are really tuning into what is actually going to be coming up, what you might expect to see on your path and your timeline, as well as some guidance cards about the deeper process behind what is happening in your timeline. And because winter solstice is approaching, for everyone, I've pulled a solstice card to just help to guide the journey. And a lot of times it's a very beautiful practice to spend a moment of pause, spend a moment of reflection, go within, whatever that means for you, whether that's through meditation, journal work, vision boarding, or just simply rest, connecting and feeling cozy. The winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, it is a day where we are receiving the shortest amount of sunlight, and it's the longest night of the year. And it marks a balancing point where we begin to symbolically shift back in incrementally into greater and greater amounts of light, returning. And so symbolically, from a soul's perspective, it can have felt, for many of us, I believe it did feel that there's been a lot of darkness since autumn equinox occurred. And that's the descent, right? We were going through the descent where the light was decreasing. And when we reach solstice point, we will be at a balance and we will begin to return into the light. And so we can connect with our inner light and meditate upon particular, whether that's reflecting upon the whole year, or maybe we go in with a particular healing intent or a particular intention that we wish to meditate with, right? So in case you would like some type of guidance for a practice, or maybe this is inspiring you to do a practice, that I've pulled a card to help give guidance to you from our angels, from our spirit guides that are really supporting your highest expression. And so that's what we're doing here today. Your first card out, which is really guiding the reading, is about receiving, being in a state of receptivity means that you are allowing your good to pour in through you. And good, in quotes here, good representing, honestly, representing divine light, divine wisdom, higher consciousness, as you see depicted in the card. All of this inflowing abundance, whether this could be things that you might be manifesting in your world, things that you have been working on all year long, potentially, right? Spirit is guiding you to now shift yourself within your heart space and within your mind, opening up that crown chakra, really working with your energy to allow yourself to receive. Sometimes we can put up energetic blocks without realizing we've done that. Sometimes we can be set in such a state of perpetual doing that we're focusing on sending our energy outward rather than on receiving. And this is a practice. This is, in my own spiritual journey, it's been a real practice to continue to massage, to grow, and to open to, is learning how to receive, especially if you happen to be a person who might have been carrying around some people-pleasing programming. Learning to receive can be a unfamiliar, I'll say, unfamiliar energetic shift, because you're typically, if you're more of a people pleaser, you're typically sending your energy outward, right? So this is a conscious state shift. It's a conscious change when you shift yourself into allowing the good that is waiting to be received. So the other thing about this card is to acknowledge, do you see how all of this energy is contained for just this one individual? This to me is depicting that you very uniquely have your own unique gifts, blessings, divine, beautiful frequencies that are flowing to you, into your heart, that are here to support you. And they're only meant for you, right? They're attracted to your field, connected to your energy here. So what Spirit is guiding us into knowing is that these are yours and they're already here and waiting for you. And that sometimes the biggest action step to take is to allow them to come into reality, to make space for them here, to open yourself up and make space for all of that energy to be able to flow through you, as the channel, and you then ground that in to physical manifestation. And that's when, if you are working on some type of manifestation process, that's when you'll start to see things actually show up in the physical world. I feel like that's a confirmation for whoever I'm reading this for. There was just a siren that went by. I'm sure you'll hear that in the background of the audio. I feel like that was Spirit confirming for someone that this is true. This is what's going on here. Your manifestations are here. And it's time for you to open up to receive them and ground them into your field. Bring them in. Your Moonology card is awfully beautiful, Aquarius. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Well, the last new moon in Libra that we had was a solar eclipse, if you recall. That would have been around, sorry about all that in the background, that would have been about October 2nd or 3rd. And this could be pointing back to that particular moon, or this could be leading you into that next moon cycle. For these readings, the Moonology cards have really been showing up as time indicators, so take that however it lands for you. This may or may not be a time indicator. This may simply be wanting to indicate a new romantic cycle begins or has begun. So tune into new moon energy. Libra is a fellow air sign, fellow air placement to you, Aquarius, and your Aquarius new moon will be coming up a little over a month. All right, then we've got Lake, stillness. So these are from the Earth Magic Oracle deck, and what I've understood the Earth Magic to be really speaking about is this guidance coming from the Earth Mother through these messages about the soul's journey at this time. And they're coming through as advice cards of how to embody your energy. So again, take this for what it's worth, but the lake, stillness, you can see in this card, there's a very serene landscape here, a place of stillness that you can go to where you can reflect, because you can see all the reflections in the water, where you can take in your surroundings, really allow you to be in that state of receiving, right? So the lake and stillness is guiding you into some more practices, probably along more of a meditative line or a spiritual line, taking time to pause, as we were talking about in the beginning, taking those moments for yourself, for your own inner journey. You also have the shaman card showing up. And the shaman card shows up when either our own inner shaman is being summoned, and that's why we're needing to go into stillness and receive, because what we're receiving is our own intuitive wisdom, our own intuitive shamanic guidance, if you will. But the shaman card can also be showing up when you might be guided to start working with some type of a healer, or perhaps a healer presents themselves to you in your life to serve in some capacity as a guide. And this could be any type of guide or healer, right? But typically when we see the shaman, we're thinking about a deeper somatic healing that includes really tuning into energies around you, the spirit world around you, tuning into your guides, your guardians, understanding that spirit is communicating to you through the form of animals, synchronicities that you might be seeing, speaking to you and helping assist your body through perhaps some tea and plant medicine, herbal tinctures or supplements or something along those lines. And the shaman is also someone who allows themselves to meditate and connect into that other realm to receive information that helps to guide the entire community, the entire, they're trusting the wisdom that they have to share with others in a healing nature. But they can only receive that wisdom through stillness, through going into a deep connection with nature, is what I just heard. Whatever evokes that beautiful meditative state for you in nature would be a really good idea to go connect in and just spend time, you know, breathing and being present, even if you're not someone that goes into deep meditation. Okay, so let's tune into your timeline here of what you can expect to see coming forward for the second half of December. The first card out is really quite beautiful for you, Aquarius. 3 of Fire, abundance energy, things looking very good. This is a message from Spirit for you to have additional patience, but things are looking amazing. Everything's being built. And this is about also spending that time again in reflection, because what you're also doing, the shaman is the wise one, right? The seer, the one that's able to see. And you're making long-term plans, long-term visions here. And that's very appropriate for this time of year. A lot of people do this type of reflection. We've got then the 2 of Water telling us more of the story. I think this is tuning into this new romantic cycle you've got. This is about a relationship growing closer. This is also potentially, if there has been any conflict with someone important to you, if there has been something that has created a little bit of heartache, this is about forgiveness occurring within that space of that relationship. It's about a positive resolution to any conflicts or any disagreements, and really coming to that state of letting bygones be bygones, growing closer because of what you've just gone through. Next we have the Empress. Look at how you're showing up. I love that, Aquarius. So this is Archangel Gabriel energy, tied to, I really believe, Mercury going direct as well. Gabriel is associated with the planet Mercury and communication, and also about the details and, you know, kind of like a little bit of that Virgo energy of knowing all the details, being of a higher mind. And that's very, very much you, right? And so I feel like you are embodying your energy to such a beautiful extent that you are radiating, you know, whether male or female, you're radiating as this Empress energy, which is extreme abundance, right? It's that ability to give birth to your dreams, that ability to manifest everything you desire, and to create abundance through your own heartfelt manifestations. This is also a very nurturing energy, a very nurturing card about how your energy naturally nurtures yourself and others. So you might be moving into, just because of the holiday season and potential gatherings, you know, with friends and family, maybe you're feeling so much more nurturing towards not only yourself, but to others. You know, maybe you're out buying gifts and like, I'll buy myself one and one for you, one for me and one for you. You know, it could be that mundane, but it could also really be this heart-opening energy. And that's honestly how I'm feeling it, because right behind it came out to clarify, right? They came out together, and that's meant to clarify the top card. And you've got Queen of Air, which is really someone very astute, very experienced, very intelligent, very witty. This is about you making objective decisions, and really as the end of the year, what I see this as is you reviewing your year, reviewing what transpired, where you've been, where you want to go, right? You're looking through your crystal ball. All of your mental faculties are on display. And not only are they on display, but they're being enhanced through stones, through this crown, through all of this adornment. So this is you in your full mastery is what I'm trying to say, along with majesty. Because doesn't she look majestic? Really reviewing things. And what you're doing is you're preparing to determine what that is. And you are clearing away all that does not serve you. You're also able to zoom out from anything that might have felt difficult or hard this year, and perhaps apply a sense of humor to the situation and understand things from a different perspective. So I really feel like this is you sort of sorting through the end of the year. Now, for your solstice card, should you so choose to meditate or create some type of personal ritual around this, what your guidance is to really go big picture. Big picture thinking is the card. This is Pleiadian energy, visionary energy, inspired ideas, allowing yourself to really dream big. This is you connecting in, you know, as the shaman, right, through stillness, and also being in this state of receptivity. You're connecting in then to this cosmic wisdom. And at that still point, we are connected to Pleiadian energy. We are connected to, let's see, is it the supergalactic center or the galactic plane, which is an inflowing stream of high consciousness information. And if you are in a state of meditation, you are able to actually open yourself up and receive that as the portal. This is you as the portal through your mind's eye. And you bring in this inspired visionary thinking, and what you do is you create it then, manifest it then, and reflect it back out into the physical world surrounding you. So this is you being the portal, drawing this energy in through you, and then spreading it, bringing it out into your physical surroundings, reflecting it out. Okay, so let's move into your soul growth messages. Your video is getting long, Aquarius. So the first card out is always hard for me to pronounce. Haraeth. It's about a longing for home. And it also can be, if you feel that you are an empath or potentially a healer or connected through starseed type of energy, this can sometimes point to a feeling of not necessarily feeling as if you belong in this earth. You know, the feeling of there being some type of paradise elsewhere. But this is also just a card of nostalgia, a card of remembering the past, longing for a feeling of home that you no longer feel in your present circumstances, but you remember feeling it, is what this speaks to. Your next card, which I feel like this was in your last energy check-in, Aquarius. I do. We've got weight. And what we were talking about last time is how she is perched on the Milky Way galaxy at that center point, basically where we're going to, this place of stillness. This is a card of pause. It's a card of, to me, being able to connect into the all of the information, all of the opportunities available to you, all of the support that you might need on whatever it is you're manifesting with your goals as you're over here doing this, Queen of Air work. Things are being woven for you on your behalf, and you're really being asked to tune into these connections, right? Look at all these connections pointing you to spirit, pointing you to receive, pointing you to stillness, pointing you to your inner shaman, your inner healer, pointing you to touch in, connect and ground yourself into the cosmos, is what I just heard. Then pointing you to draw that connection in through yourself as the portal. We've also got this Pleiadian card coming forward as your last guidance message. The 7 star sisters is about the Pleiadian cluster. The star cluster is often referred to as the 7 sisters. But this card is actually speaking to your manifestation, that you are a visionary and that right now you're in the process of birthing some type of magical creation. You are envisioning this, you're bringing it into form, but you're doing this through your higher aspect of self, right? You're wielding your manifesting abilities to create the abundance, but you're taking your time, and this is pointing to going to a place of pause. All of what you need is being lined up right for you, Aquarius. And then there were 2 other guidance cards that wanted to come out and kind of color the entire message. You were the only sign that got these cards in this way, where I really heard Spirit say, okay, and then apply this. If you're so called, apply this to your perspective of thinking right now, to your healing process, to your growth, to your spiritual connection, because that is what they came out as. And the first one is After the Rain. Look at that beautiful card, by the way. Isn't this gorgeous? This is from the Rose Oracle deck, by the way, by Rebecca Campbell. I was guided to combine 2 decks, 2 oracle decks. The Starseed Oracle and the Rose Oracle are combined, and so that is what has brought us your solstice card, your guidance cards, and these 2 cards, okay? So After the Rain is about a silver lining. It's about receiving relief, coming back into the state of hope, realizing that something really difficult, you're through it now. It's over. It's over. It's time to release it, right? But you're being moved. There was a reason you went through that. And that's the silver lining. You're moving into this really beautiful magnetic space where I believe that you're manifesting something very, very guided by spirit. And your second card is the Rose of Venus. This is you coming into your highest alignment, truly, Aquarius. This is about alignment, flow, flowing with that sacral energy, by the by, because this is Venus and of the rose. This is your creation, whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're visioning, right? Doing that from this place, and perhaps this romantic cycle has really got your sacral going, you're feeling potentially really passionate, and what that will do is really fuel your creations. Hopefully YouTube will not trash this video for me saying this to you here, what I'm getting ready to say, but it's almost like applying sex magic, truly. When you're with someone in a divine union who you are truly, truly coming close together with, the energy created between the 2 of you when you're intimate is something that can be harnessed and used in a very divine way to birth new creations. And here you have right relationship, harmony, flow, alignment with the universe. So I really truly think something very magical is on its way. But Aquarius, you've got to get still. You've got to listen to your inner shaman and tune into that. And potentially, if you are guided towards healers, they could potentially help you to go deeper, right? To help you tap in further to this energy. So I hope that this energy reading, this check-in, has been very supportive and has given you something that will help the path for the rest of the year as we wrap up 2024. I'm sending you so much love. I hope that you let me know how it's going. I always love to hear in the comments, and don't forget, I am giving away 3 free readings. So if you drop me a comment in the comment section for any of the December readings, that will enter you in to win. I'm going to do a good old-fashioned drawing from a hat. I'm going to draw 3 names, give away 3 different types of readings, and it's just going to be random. So please, this is also if you have subscribed to the channel, because I'm working to grow my subscriber count so that I can go live for you guys and we can tune in and do live readings. But I really need to grow that, and you help me do that. So you do your thing, I'll do my thing, and I am sending you so much love for now. We'll see you soon. Bye, Aquarius.